Samantha and I'm the Aboriginal Community Development Officer here at the City of Cockburn. We would like to invite you to our NAIDOC Week flag raising ceremony here today. I would like to firstly introduce Mayor Logan Howlett.
Thank you, Samantha, and I extend a very warm welcome to each and every one of you to the City of Cockburn today for the NAIDOC Week launch and the raising of the flags. I acknowledge the traditional owners of this land that we stand on today, the Noongar people. I pay respect to their elders both past and present and extend that respect to other Indigenous Australians who are with us. May I welcome and acknowledge the Reverend Sealin Garlett, who is co-chair of the City of Cockburn's Aboriginal Reference Group, along with Karina Abraham. Also like to welcome other members of the group here today. Also acknowledge Samantha Morris, our Aboriginal Community Development Officer, Barbara Freeman, our Family Services Manager, and Councillor Val Oliver, who are the support members of the Aboriginal Reference Group. I extend a welcome also to Torres Strait and Islander elders who may be here today, our local reconciliation group members, our friends of Kuwarabap, Mr Peter Tinley, MLA, the member for Willagee, welcome along today, Peter. And as I mentioned earlier, Councillor Val Oliver, Mr Stephen Kane, Chief Executive Officer of the City of Cockburn, and other members of the executive group and members of staff at the City of Cockburn, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. And I'll also mention the Noongar Rangers group that are here as well, who will be forming a little bit later on. The theme for NAIDOC Week 2012 is Spirit of the 10th Embassy 40 Years On. This theme is reflected in the 2012 National NAIDOC poster created by Amanda Joy Tronk and rightly named Look at Us Now. It defines the hard-fought battle of people of the day who stood in front of the Parliament House, the old Parliament House at that time, led by the four men who founded the 10th Embassy: Billy Craigie, Bert Williams, Michael Anderson and Tony Curry. And I just perhaps want to get you to reflect on this. They dared to challenge. This year's theme is about celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Aboriginal 10th Embassy and acknowledging a key contribution to its long history. It celebrates the champions who lived to renew the spirit of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples through the establishment of the Aboriginal 10th Embassy in 1972. 40 years ago, the embassy became a powerful symbol of unity. Its founders instilled pride, advanced equality and educated the country on the rights of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. The National NAIDOC poster is still on its way, I understand, to the City of Cockburn in the mail, but I just want you to close your eyes for a moment and just perhaps picture what is on this poster as I read out the various aspects of the poster. Firstly, it shows women graduating and holding their degrees, certificates, showing their right to education. There's a football star who represents our sporting achievements. There's a nurse who reflects a positive attitude towards health and the qualifications earned through hard work and study. There's a man in his work clothes showing the right to earn a wage, progress and be successful. There's a family owning their home, showing their right to buy or rent and live in a home. There's 9 circles throughout the painting showing communities and togetherness. The two white hands represent identity. The background colours represent the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander flags to reflect NAIDOC Week. And the artwork shows that our history is behind us, but our culture is a part of our people, not dwindling but getting stronger. The more our mobs succeed and pave the way for future generations. Now, if you haven't seen the poster itself or in that sort of visualisation process, you can go to the website and order a poster free of charge. And as I said, the City of Cockburn's posters are still in the mail on their way here. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, NAIDOC Week is also an important time for us all Australians as we acknowledge and celebrate our country's rich Indigenous heritage and culture. It's a time to recognise the significant contribution of Indigenous people to modern Australia and the journey that we're all taking to make a better Australia. Throughout the week and the year itself, we have increasing opportunities to absorb our Indigenous culture through the expression of music, song and dance, by our interactions in the community and by listening to stories passed down through the generations. Importantly, this symbolises a journey forward and how we as a nation build on our successes and lay the foundations for our children and grandchildren and those that will follow them. The elected members and staff of the City look forward to working collaboratively with the Aboriginal Reference Group and other Indigenous community members as we continue our journey down the path of implementing our reconciliation plan and other initiatives. While words are important, it's humility, compassion and sincerity accompanying our actions that deliver the real results and lead to a better tomorrow. In closing, I thank Barbara Freeman, Samantha Morrish and other staff for the planning and organising of the flag raising ceremony today and the entertainment and hospitality we will be enjoying shortly. Let us all work together to facilitate the 2012 NAIDOC Week theme, Spirit of the 10th Embassy 40 Years On. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, it is with great pleasure that I declare the City of Cockburn's NAIDOC Week celebrations officially open. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Mayor Logan. I'd now like to invite up Reverend Sealin Garlett to do a welcome to country.
Samantha, thank you for that. Mayor Logan, thank you for your words. And it's really great to be here at Cockburn to celebrate another year of our journey together. Mr. Lindley, I want to acknowledge your presence here today. Stephen, Mrs. Oliver, and to Gail Bowman. Thank you very much for your hard work. To Malcolm, and your sisters and to our Noongar families here today that gather, to the Gulungas, that are going to showcase the journey in the midst of the strong culture, the oldest living culture in the world today. And we are so privileged and we count it as an honour to be able to share this in Cockburn. To our Torres Strait family, as we celebrate this day, we just acknowledge the beauty that our cultures embrace, the journey within our land today. I'd like to talk in my language as we share this time. Ngana ngarlang maman ngana wulong nginyan nga ngichamor konyan maman wangin yunga morn ngan boy jaborong konyan daman gamanga ngan wer dapakan ngan word kuling yunga boy ja kaya mor konan chwaj bala yual kul waj bala yual kul ngan boy ja konyan waj bala mor konyan chulanga ngan wabin konyan Nyunga gulonga ngan wabin konyan ngan boy jokaya ngan kalak maya ngan word kuling ngan dapakan kuling konyan nana kada da waj bala kulanga nyunga gulonga ngan dapakan ngan karajin ngan duang konyan ni karajin kur ngan boy ngan nyakal kalani ni kura konyan ngan maman ngan Europe nana kada kul ngan boy konyan. In English it says that the Creator asked the brown people, he asked the dark people to look after the land and to care for this place. And when he said to the brown people, the land, he said the land becomes a part of you. It becomes a part of your spirit, a part of your will, and it becomes a part of your heart. So the land lives in here. It belongs in here. We are so thankful for our old people that kept our tongue. Old people that kept our language and ask us today to carry it on. Our white friends come to our country to make it their home. They come to share this land with us, their children and our children. They walk together and they share this old land together. When we walk upon this place, we not only listen with our ears, but we listen with our heart, because we walk towards tomorrow. Me as an Indigenous man, me as an Aboriginal man of this place feel honoured, and I'm happy that you've been able to come here to show respect to our people of yesterday, today and our Gulungas and Wood Kulimpura Kunyan, our children of tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Sealin Garlett. That was absolutely great, that was. Also, now we're going to do the flag raising. Thanks. Thank you, Mr. Garlett and Harry, for doing that for us. Also, now we're actually going to call up the Noongar Ranger Choir, and they're going to perform a song for us. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'd just like to thank the invitation from Cockburn City Council. It's a pleasure to come down and show the talents of our young future generations of Kulingas. We're sponsored by St John the Gods. They have kept our program going for a few years now, so hopefully in the future that there's going to be more sponsorship for our young boys and girls throughout the education department. We're going to be singing We Are One and We Are Family today, and that's what we're all about in our country. You know, we've been walking our country for almost 100,000 years, or maybe more, and hopefully, you know, there's going to be plenty of more years to be walking our homelands, our promised lands, for further into our dream time. And our songs, spirits, dance, and all of these traditions are very important to our youth, because through society we like them to be strong, healthy, and very wise, you know, to survive through our communities, through the change. That there is a lot of change, and we want our children to adapt to change. And we haven't done it for thousands and thousands of years, but if we've got good role models, perfect people out in our communities that know the change is coming and can help our children adapt to it, you know, we've got a stronger future. So I'd like to thank you for our invitation.
You're welcome. For that. That was absolutely awesome. That was great. Thank you, Scotty, too, for the duty playing. Thank you. That was solid. Now we are going to unveil the artwork that we have upstairs. So this is the end of it. Thank you all very much for coming, and please make your way upstairs. Thank you.